How goes it, people of the World Wide Web? Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my experiences from when I lived in South Korea and Seoul from the ages of 15 to the age of 18 and answering some questions that maybe some of you have. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, partially because I think some people are potentially interested in these questions and answers, and secondly because I want to try some Korean snacks. Yep. Damn, those are good. Ow. Oh my god. And those. Honestly, maybe it's mostly to do with the fact I want to eat Korean snacks, but now we're here, we gotta follow through. So really quickly before we move on, when and why was I there? I think it's important to know. The year was 2015. It was a cold, dark winter's morning. I saw the light flicker down yonder. See, that got sinister real quick, but also, well, untrue and a little bit exaggerated, but the year was 2015. So, on to the why. Due to my dad's line of work, I grew up my whole life internationally. Every 3 to 5 years, we'd move on to, live in Thailand, South Korea, Japan. I spent most of my upbringing in Asia, spread unevenly in those countries and a couple of European countries too. So this video specifically is about my last few years in high school, which I spent in Seoul in South Korea. And like everything, it had its ups and downs, but I wanted to let you know about what it was like, if I liked it or not, stuff like that really. And for those of you wondering, he lived internationally, life has been so cool and different. I'm gonna quickly run down my daily routine and show just how similar both of us really are. So, 6:30, wake up. 6:40, wake up again because I overslept. 6:50, wake up again, this time with my mom yelling for me from downstairs. 7:15, go to the bus stop. 7:16, go to the bus stop and complain about how hot it is, whether it's the summer, it feels like I'm in a sauna, or how cold it is and feels like I'm in the Arctic. No middle ground. 7:25, get on the bus. 8 o'clock, get to school. Kind of. 8 o'clock-ish. Not really. Sometimes not. Depends how fast the driver went. Then until 3 o'clock-ish, the school be schooling, as they say in the hood. 3 p.m. What time is it? School's out. Scream and shout. Oh god. 4:10-ish, get back home. Oh, god, I've lost the plot, guys. I've lost the plot. Help. 4:30 p.m. snack time, maybe a favorite time of the day. I'd have either a pizza or I'd have one or two or three or 4 sandwiches. Leave me alone. I eat food. 5 p.m. food coma, take a 30-minute nap. 5:30. 7 o'clock, wake up from my nap. This time, however, from my dog barking because my dad's got home and we gotta put on my fake study mode. 7:10, scene is set. Textbooks half open, computer freshly open with Microsoft Word document there. It's clean, but I got a couple of texts, from Wikipedia, pasted in there, make it look a little bit nicer, look a little like I've already done some work, got my studious face on, like that face on. And yeah, my dad walks in, knocks on the door, walks in, says hello, and then follows up with a, oops, sorry, you look busy. I'll come back and we'll talk after dinner, or maybe even during dinner if we're dinnering at the same time. Then 7-Eleven, hey. Slowly listen to the footsteps as he walks further and further away, then down the stairs. Then, mission success. We've done it yet again. And then after dinner, basically the classics, then we actually start doing homework and doing whatever. Life is basically restored to normality in a sense. The only difference I have maybe is that I'd stay up until like 3 to watch football, because European sports in Asia and American sports in Asia are early morning. Story of my life. Now with that bit of insight, let's go back to answering some questions, and so I can get on to eat my snacks basically. Subscribe for more snacks. Question numero uno. Do you have to learn Korean to live in South Korea? No. Ideally, but no. Ultimately, one thing that could help you out is if you learn enough Korean to convince the taxi driver that's Korean, in which you've just arrived in Korea and you're starting to learn Korean, but you don't know enough to communicate just yet. That's the perfect amount of Korean. Because at that point, they're happy because like Koreans or old Koreans love it when you're like trying to learn the language and stuff like that, right? And you don't want to be disrespectful, but basically if you don't want to be Korean or if it takes too much time or something, that's like the beautiful middle ground. And pro tip, you know the phrase "fake it till you make it." Well, got a better one for you. Keep faking it with no intention of ever making it. Not quite as catchy. Probably not gonna stick, but it's out there now. You know, free to use. Question number 2: do you like sushi? Because or else it would have been really hard to live in South Korea. Less I said. All right. So even if sushi hypothetically was Korean, which it's not, they have an alternative thing called kimbap, which is like it's very different. But I guess visually from a distance, one could get confused. Quite far distance. But yeah, more importantly, it's not like I was getting force-fed every meal against my will. Speaking of which, here's a map. Here's the Korean Peninsula, and here's a imaginary and very much non-imaginary line. And I was on the not-so-subjective better side of the line, which is the south part, South Korea. Ultimately, not North Korea. Alright, now that's been established. Back to the question. Yeah, I ate what people would usually eat in the world. Speaking of which, if you are ever in Seoul, there's a place called Neck and Wings. I'll leave the name right over here or here or something. It's an 1801, which is like a touristy foreign part of Seoul. Genuinely the best wings I've ever had. No cap, the best. Next, how was your schooling? Was it any different to what you would expect in South Korea? I guess so. I went to an international school called Seoul Foreign School, and yeah, it's different to Korean public school and different to like American public school as well. It follows an Americanized European system. In high school, we do the IB, which is the International Baccalaureate, which is just like a program thing where you have exams at the end of your high school. It's a whole thing. But yeah, you know, all in all, after in hindsight, no true complaints. Food was good, teachers were good, peers were good. Like yeah, pretty good experience. Lastly, what do you miss most? I'm torn between 2 options. Option number 1 is transport. Like the public transport system is genuinely impeccable. You know, you can get from literally anywhere in South Korea within minutes, hours, no delays, really good. And also, I'm caught between having those instant ramen pot noodle things at 10 a.m.-ish as a pre-lunch snack. Even when you're in zombie mode and you accidentally get one of those psycho hot ones, and watch your Korean friends, you know, casually just nom away and devour it while you sniff it and think you're going to cardiac arrest. Cue the clip. That's not. Oh my god, no water. Okay. So, that's all for today. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed the quick stories. And this, I guess. If you did, I really appreciate a like button. If you didn't, the other button seems to do just fine. Get subbed if you're not already for more content like this one, I guess. Woo-hoo. Oh my god. All my social links in the there. And yeah, till then, peace out.